father and his son sit on the balcony looking at a world map. The son curiously asks how the continents were formed and why they are important. Dad, I was looking at this world map, and I wondered, how did all these continents form? Were they always like this? That's a great question, son. No, the continents weren't always in these positions. Millions of years ago, all the land on Earth was joined together in a supercontinent called Pangaea. Son, Pangaea? That's interesting. What happened to it? Over time, due to movements deep inside the Earth, Pangaea started breaking apart. These movements are called plate tectonics. The Earth's outer shell is divided into large plates that slowly move. So, the continents are like puzzle pieces that drifted apart? Exactly. About 200 million years ago, Pangaea split into two massive landmasses, Laurasia in the north and Gondwana in the south. Then, over millions of years, they kept breaking and drifting to form the 7 continents we see today. Son, wow, so the land is still moving? Yes. The continents are still shifting, but very slowly, about a few centimeters each year. That's why we sometimes have earthquakes and volcanoes in certain places. That's amazing. Can you tell me something interesting about each continent? Sure. Let's start with Asia, the largest continent. It has the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, and is home to the biggest population, with countries like China and India. Son, I know about Mount Everest. What about Africa? Africa is known as the cradle of humanity because the oldest human fossils were found there. It also has the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, and amazing wildlife like lions, elephants, and giraffes. Son, that's cool. What's special about North America? North America is famous for its diverse geography, mountains, forests, and Great Lakes. The United States is a global superpower, and the continent has landmarks like Niagara Falls and the Grand Canyon. And South America? South America has the Amazon rainforest, the longest river in the world by volume, and the Andes Mountains, the longest mountain range. It's also famous for countries like Brazil and Argentina, which love soccer. Son, oh, I know Brazil is famous for soccer. What about Europe? Europe is small but very influential in history. It's home to great civilizations like the Romans and Greeks. Many famous landmarks like the Eiffel Tower in France and the Colosseum in Italy are in Europe. That sounds like a great place to visit. What about Australia? Australia is the smallest continent and is unique because of its wildlife, like kangaroos and koalas. It also has the Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system. And the last one, Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest and driest continent. It's covered in ice, and no one lives there permanently except scientists. It also holds 70% of the world's fresh water in its ice sheets. That's incredible. So every continent has something special about it. Exactly. Each continent has shaped human history, nature, and culture in its own way. Thanks, Dad. I never knew the world was so amazing. You're welcome, son. The more you learn, the more you'll appreciate how incredible our planet is.